Hi, I'm Travis Boyle. I interned with Seattle Public Utilities and helped them with data collection and cleanup. I aggregated their daily water usage values into monthly and annual subtotals, as well as merged multiple sources into a single combined data set to simplify reporting processes. I also built a usage model to assist with predicting spikes in summertime demand for water. Prior to starting the internship, I reviewed prior research into estimating municipal scale water usage. This research indicated that weather factors can significantly influence water usage. To build the model, I merged the Seattle Public Utilities water usage values dating back to 1984 with historical weather values retrieved from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Additionally, I built some calculated values into the data set, including consecutive days with a high temperature over 70 degrees, consecutive days without precipitation, and the like. Once I had built my combined weather and usage by day data set, I used Tableau to chart a series of scatter plots to look for trends and strong correlations between different weather values and water usage. One of the most immediate strong correlations found was between water usage and daily temperature. The NOAA data included daily high and low temperature values, as well as an average temperature. While the average temperature to water usage was the cleanest scatter plot, the data set only included an average temperature value for about 40% of the days. Instead, much of the model has been built around the correlation between water usage and daily high temperature, as all of the days in the dataset included a daily high reading. When investigating the link between usage and consecutive days without precipitation, I found that the trend line was counterintuitively showing a reduction in water usage with consecutive days. This prompted me to check my formula for calculating the consecutive days value, and I found that I had mistakenly calculated the consecutive days with precipitation instead of without. This turned out to be a happy accident, as there was a stronger correlation to the water usage for consecutive days with precipitation than consecutive days without. And the final model ended up using the consecutive days with precipitation to adjust the resulting forecast. From the literature review, previous water usage models had investigated non-weather related values as well, and had found a significant usage pattern change between weekends and weekdays. But when I calculated the usage values for this data set, I found no significant difference between a weekday and a weekend. Once I had determined the factors I would be using in the final model, I used Tableau to calculate the trend line in the scatter plots, and using the point slope formula, created a model that when given the daily high temperature and the consecutive prior days with precipitation, would return an expected water usage volume. I then ran the model for all of the days in the data set, compared the usage estimate returned by the model against the actual usage for each day. I then adjusted some of the parameters in the original scatter plots, recalculated the trend lines, and recreated the model, and reran it against the actual values. Some of the adjustments made were to more heavily weight more recent values, as well as to note an inflection point in usage at daily high temperature of about 60 degrees. Below 60, the water usage remains relatively close to an expected baseline value. Additionally, the intended usage of the model is to assist with planning for summertime usage spikes when the water demand is the highest. Having a model to predict short-term usage will allow Seattle Public Utilities to more efficiently meet demand by transferring water from mountain reservoirs to local storage, and to ensure that sufficient treatment facilities are available to meet increase in usage. I'd like to thank the UW Program of the Environment and Seattle Public Utilities, as well as my site supervisor, Elizabeth Garcia, and my faculty advisor, Jean Darlington.